y'all, welcome back and welcome if you are new. I been telling you I was going to do a flip through of this journal I was making my sister-in-law for Christmas. She had asked for said she would like a journal when I was asking for ideas. So I thought I would make it a prayer journal because I figured she'll probably just take it to church and just write in it on Sundays and stuff, sermon notes and stuff, or she may glue photos, I don't know. But I had gotten this happy mail, if y'all saw, like, unboxing the other day from my friend at Gingy's Journey, and I've already put some pieces in there to finish it out because I just had to add. I mean, when you get things like from, like, Paris and from shops there, and then I had stuff from the UK, India, different places that I had gotten. Like, I really wanted to put just special touches throughout it, even though she may not have a clue as to where. I'll explain to her and just show her just you know, how neat that'll just make it that much more special. But I did want to put a vintage postcard in there, and so I thought, since I was going more towards pinks and blues, she loves nature, and they have two little girls, and they raise gray labs and silver labs, I'm sorry. And they have a creek, like, you know, I think up behind their house that runs somewhere back in there. So I thought this was pretty. This one, so, and it doesn't have just a tiny bit of writing on the back, so I may make it like a, I don't know, I may just clip it in. But what I had thought was I would collage on the, I might collage on the back of it or not, I'm not sure. So I thought I would put that in there. I was just going to finish up a couple touches of the journal with you and then do a flip through. So let's see, I was going to make a tag, and I was going to use this file folder here, or the piece of that, but I have this thin piece of cardstock, so I think that I will use it because my manila file folders and tags are just lost at the moment. So I just wanted to make her a little tag with some pretty things on it like that. And then maybe just collage a few of these pieces. And then maybe some seam binding, or this pink and gold trim would be pretty. Then here's some little bus tickets. So I thought I could put one of those on there. That would be fun. So yeah, I think the pinks and golds and the soft blue. So, and then some of this French script. Now I do like this image of this cat on the back. So, but down here, I think I'm just gonna tear down here. So I can keep that little kitty. Can't believe it's, as my little brother and I used to say, and as I asked my daughter today, have they always said it's Christmas Eve? I don't know when this video will go up. I'm trying to make some, so they'll, I'll just have sporadic ones here and there. Don't want that one. Maybe. That's pretty. That's pretty. Maybe. Okay. And then I thought I would use that. I cut this little piece from an Amity Bloom pack she had sent me. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to cut into this stuff because you're like, I don't know, it's like, what? I want to use it on the perfect journals. Look, I can't wait to download. I mean, I have some of Nazzie's printables for Remedy Bloom, but now that I have some of the fabrics and stuff to like download some printables and make a couple of journals with her stuff, that'll be fun. But this is a mix of everyone. Treasure Keeping, Uniquely Ella, Moonside Parlor, Crafty Paper Bits, Ruby and Pearl, Gingy's Journey, Cheaply Chic, stuff I've found in the estate sale, I'm a Cool Mom, Maggie Holmes, Modern Things. I mean, there's just all kinds of things in here that just, I mean, you know, it just has a little bit of all the things. And I hope I'm not forgetting to mention, oh yeah, let's see. The boho tree. I'm excited. It's just beautiful. Okay. Y'all see when I flip through. I'm going to kind of put this over this way. I guess I should put this on with a glue stick, but I don't guess it matters. I don't think I'm going to stitch it. I was going to stitch it, but I have red thread and bobbin in still from, because I'm still working on my Christmas. And I was going to change the thread out real quick, but I didn't want to swap both of them out just for this tag, so I thought, well, I love the pink. And I was noticing, it's funny, some of these vintage wallpapers like they have they're ordered from like France, but they have like made in the USA on them. So it's funny that, you know, but you can tell they're hand painted. They are so beautiful and so fragile. You're probably tired of hearing me say that if you watch that or not. So let's see. If y'all know me, you know I'm not a collager normally. I try. I really try. Maybe if I cut this off right here, the leftovers, that'll help me see. Oh, I could have wrapped that around the back. I did make one tag with a little bit and wrapped it around that's in there. So maybe... Let's see. I don't ever cut straight. I think I am in my head, but I'm not when I do. Y'all, I'm just going for it. I'm gonna try not to think too much. I don't know if I've posted it yet, but when I ran out of days after like 11 or 12 in my December daily, I went ahead and just made one with y'all, like a quick little, cute little book in parts, but I went ahead and sewed in the signatures last night. So that's ready for a quick little flip through. But I can start throwing the days now and putting larger pieces of things too. But that book chunked up quick. Yeah, I could put the trim down through there. And then maybe this across here. And then some down at the bottom. This little bus ticket. I don't know if that fits on that or if I just want to staple it on the page. somewhere. Let's see. Oh, I have this. I thought I wanted that torn, but I don't think I do. So maybe put that down here. I didn't glue over here because I thought I wasn't going to put it there, but I will. Now I see why the artists make every little piece count. They don't waste because, yeah, all these little bits add up. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and put this here, that there, I think, and then maybe this there. I feel like I need some more white. Down here though, maybe? Maybe there? Yeah, I'll put some in the corner. And then, let's see. Need something to fill in there. Maybe, no. Well, I'm gonna put this up top. It's going up top. I could ruffle a piece of sari ribbon or seam binding. Let's see. I've got some pink sari. I feel like I've got a lot of that already in the journal here and there though. That's okay. So yeah, let me do this. That's such pretty trim. I used a piece of this trim on the front of my new little Christmas journal I was making. Okay, and then put this here. I'm gonna staple this here just for extra. I need to stitch it, but I'm not. Then I'm gonna want to cover up the back. But that's okay. So let's do like this. I'm trying to crinkle it. It's hard for me to do that without stitching it. I like the staples for added texture, but now I feel like I need that there. Oh goodness. Well, ooh, we could put this little buzz ticket there. Oh, that says Go by Buzz. Every time I think that says Gus by Buzz, y'all. Every time that I've ever gotten those. That's funny. I'm kind of spacey sometimes. Okay, so yeah, this applique will be beautiful. Y'all, if she only knew all these artist and who all these pieces came from. But it doesn't matter because I do, and it makes me happy to know. And she probably never will. Like, she'll never, you know, she gardens and, you know, raises the silver labs and has 2 girls that's just now really getting into sports and all the things. So I'm just now getting past all of that, except I didn't raise the dogs or, you know, have chickens, but oh, that is so pretty. So yeah, I need to put a piece of coffee dyed paper on the back, or here's an old recipe, like really old, that I could put. Oh yeah, I'll do that. She cans too, and I just saw some pickled okra. Of course, she makes really good pickled okra. But you never know these old recipes. Of course, I'm probably fixing to cut half of it off. Ooh, pear honey. Green tomato. Oh, I don't know about mincemeat. Green tomato. Okay, so let's cut this off. This tag is beautiful, y'all. Like, I think I just yelled at y'all. I'm excited. When I get excited, I get loud. So, like, yeah. I wonder if I need to, like, put a matte medium on the back of this off camera to preserve it, because it's pretty old. Okay. So there is the tag. That is a tag of many different shops. So I hope that y'all caught all the names of everyone, because I mean, it's not that I don't want to, but I don't want to misname anyone as I flip through the journal. But I do want to go ahead and flip through it. And let's see. If now I feel like this should be front and center, but I don't really like this. I cut this out here, and I wish I hadn't have, because I should have. I mean, I like that border that I have, but I tried to fussy cut it out, and I don't know why I did that, because I'm silly. And then this page, I just put cute little coffee things. So I'll put the vintage postcard here to cover that up. Okay, so we are going to flip through this journal and pretend it's closed with this tan seam binding. And I hope that I'm in frame. Okay. So again, I have Uniquely Ella, Gingy's Journey, The Boho Tree, Treasure Keeping, Estate Sale Finds, Moonside Parlor, Crafty Paper Bits, goodness, yeah, I mean, a lot of different things in here. Ruby and Pearl, I can't even remember. Amity Bloom. Okay, so that's just the textiles. So let's get into this. So yeah, so it is covered with a a file folder insert with this just collage of fabrics and sari. There's how it is opened, and then I had to extend it because it was a little bit too short. Once I put a little bit too many papers for the signature, that more than I normally do. So what I did was fold it over this cream border that I have and extended it out and made it and been in a different area. So, yeah. And so I just put beads down here instead of, I know she loves tassels, but I put all of like these little charms from like Gingy's Journey, and y'all, she's selling these now, and they're beautiful. This one that it's got the little lobster claw clasp, and these kind. And then I had just put some of these on with ball pen. And so open it up. Again, it has a file folder on the inside, and then this beautiful fabric I'd gotten from Uniquely Ella. And I just covered it, and then I had wrapped this piece of this doily up. I had gotten this from an Etsy shop, I believe, that I'd ordered from, or eBay this summer, but I just wanted to leave the ruffles, so I just folded it over and made a little pocket here. And so she can take this off or leave it on. And then I put this vintage Fresh Cut Roses tag, and then I clip this because it flips up and she can journal in there, and I just did that to hide the seam binding because I put it on after. Okay, so then I reinforced it again after the fabric and file folder with some wallpaper that I have. And so there's that. And so this is actually not Maggie Holmes. This is Felicity Jane, about last February. So I made this tag. Her birthday's in December. And I just put some lace and seam binding and put a little charm, that's backwards, and put the word peace and a little tag there. Avocado dyed paper. Thank you so much, Arlene, for doing all that for me. And then I just cut a lot out of a little Bible journal that my daughter used to have, and I know some of her favorite verses, and so I just stitched them on his pockets and put places for her to write, and stamped encouraging, or sometimes Bible verses, just depends. This is I'm on a joy journey. Here's a little piece of sari trim I scrunched up and stitched on and put a little button with a bulb pen. She has girls, so I just put, you know, things, you know, that relate to that. Here's some heart trim I had gotten from Uniquely Ella. This song was out of an old songbook I had picked up at a thrift store. It says, "Whither thou goest," and they had said, you know, those type of vows. They've been married like 12 years, but they said, you know, where you go, I'll go. You know, where you stay, I'll stay. Out of Ruth. So I thought that was really pretty. And the song on the other side is talking about home or something. It's so pretty. And so I had made this tag a long time ago, but I found it with part of a hem and some wallpaper. And I just thought that kind of fit this journal. And she likes soft greens and soft blues and pinks. You are loved. She likes cottage. She loves cherry blossom trees. And so this was out of a magazine, just an old cottage. I think it's a Better Homes and Gardens cottage book I had from like the 90s. So I found a page that kind of, I don't know, made me think of her. But I had to put together like 2 pages and put them together and then glue them over to make, it looks like it's 1 page, but it's actually 2 because one side didn't suit her, but the other looked like her. So I made it look like one side was, I don't know if that makes sense, but anyways. So how I covered that up was where it extended, I folded it over, stitched this down, and put a piece of this lace right here on top. And then I just stitched a tag here, or a guest check. And that was like just a shabby chic kind of bedroom. And then she loves succulents, and so I had this By the Well for God stamp set, and it said trials, waiting. I hope she doesn't go through any, but she does. She can journal. And so here's some pretty trim and another one of Gingy's Journey's bead dangles. Just a paper doily. I just folded it up like a pocket. Put pretty in pink. Stapled that on. I always hide my staples somehow. I did it with a ticket there. Here's some trim from Treasure Keeping. I love that. I cut it up in little bits. And then I just put a coilless safety pin with these plum colored beads. I put the old rugged cross, and then I've made it go up and down by putting just masking tape on the back. And then I put some muslin here on these two pieces of paper to make them kind of one. This was a little avocado dot pocket that Lynette had sent me, and then I just glued this Choose Joy sticker here in a little mason jar with a little Dutch oven skillet in there. So that goes down there. There may be something else in there, but this talks about peonies. She likes peonies. Some more avocado dyed paper. Cherry trees. I kept the poem on there, and then I put this little spinny thing here with a little bling brad. Hid the brad with this washi. And then this poem, My God Walked Through the Garden, was really pretty. So right here, this is out of a vintage children's prayer verse, my little book of prayers, children's Bible verses or something. Since she has two little girls, I love this. I love this so much. But I just stitched this on and made it just part of the page instead of a pocket. I love that picture with the cows in the field and where they live. They have a bunch of rolling hills and stuff like that. So she can journal or put a photo in the back of that. And then I just put this page of May God be gracious to us and bless us and make his face shine upon us on the back of that. And then another avocado dyed paper. This is talking about some roses from English Gardens. I stitched on some blue lace and a white gauzy type flower with a pearl. And then here's just some vintage cards I had found at a thrift store back in the summer. I just thought those blue butterflies were pretty. And this, Lynette had sent me some little stamps. This little girl carrying flowers I thought was cute. It made me think of my youngest niece. And so this is just an old, just writing sheet. And I put this cotton paper and the peony paper together and made pockets. And just put a notepad that says she persisted. And then a large tag. I stamped all the different types of coffee from Tim Holtz and then tied this fabric in here. That fabric was from a shop I had shared back. Yo-Yo Retro, I believe. It was pretty. And then this is just some craft colored paper. And I love this journaling card I had. I just thought that was pretty. Fun little paper clip. This is out of a little devotional book I had where she can color or whatever. And then here's another cherry blossom tree photo. And then a seed packet with this beautiful piece of fabric, or embroidered fabric, and then just an empty seed packet. Because she'll plant some things in the spring. And this is Song of the Woods. I made a little door like Jessica showed us on I'm a Cool Mom a few weeks ago, which she's shown us for a couple years now. I just put some vintage lace on this, but anyways, I sewed a button, and yes, I know that I did not sew that correctly, but I just made a little door that opens up that I thought she could write in, and made a pocket here with a notepad pieces in there. I was gonna write out the verse like, if any man knocks, comes to, but I thought she could. It's not my journal, it's hers. So there's just a little die cut. And I'll just put some little pieces of, labels and things that I thought she might right on or stick down. And here's that beautiful tag that we just made. Oh, y'all, that's just so pretty. I know I made it, but it's so pretty. And you know what? Right now, I'm going to ink the back really quick. I should with vintage photo, but all I see is the blue or red, so we're going to go with this blue. Because it needed to be kind of finished. So I stitched some lace here and just put some bling and a pink bead there. And this says messy bun, getting things done, and some coffee and frappuccinos, and this vintage postcard I just showed. And so here's a pocket. Oh, there was my manila tag. I just stitched this on and glued it down. They got married in May, and she's blonde-headed, he's dark-headed. Or actually, he's about bald-headed now, but I don't know. That was a pretty little image. And I just put these wooden beads here. This is an old card I had gotten. She loves daffodils. Now, I mean, I love daisies. I'm assuming that's daffodils. I was kind of confused, but it said happy birthday, but I just covered it up with some lace. And then on the inside, I covered up the sentiment with some gold trim and a Tim Holtz piece and this little poem out of an old book, some cheesecloth, stapled it on and then glued it on. And it says, be my light that I may see what thou dost require of me. Keep me, Lord, both day and night, pure and sinless in thy sight. And then I just stitched it here underneath here before I sewed in the signature, so you can journal or put photos or whatever there. And that is by, I can't pronounce that name, Elfreda Whitman. Well, no, that's spelled different than Walt Whitman. I was wondering. Avocado dyed paper. I did some stenciling here. Punched the edge of this. Here's the other side of that Walk in the Woods or whatever poem with the little pink, what it looks like a little robin. Oh, it is called oh, no, it's not. The other side of that cherry tree in the snow, because we don't ever get snow. And she loves summer the most, but, you know, we all love a good snow. Surely she loves a good snow at least once. So there's the other side of that journaling page. And again, their anniversary's in May, so I put the offcuts of the cotton and the penny paper, and then oh, I know, I made a pocket out of that. I folded up a sheet of this little part out of a book, and I stitched this Edith Holden paper, and I had messed up this playing card, this Norman Rockwell playing card, and so I just circle punched it and put it there with some sari trim and some lace, and just made a little collage, and then folded that up, made a pocket. And then there's another charm. And then inside this one is just some more writing notepads. That is the only word I can never think of. Here's the other side of that vintage notepad sheet. The other side of that card. Okay, and here's just a little flip tuck spot of a Bible verse. And then I had made this the other night when I had gotten, I love that, where I had gotten my Happy Mail. So I did, look, I must be, drawn to this one for this journal. So there was a circle punched piece, and I just put it as a corner. And my friend Joanne sent me some Canadian stamps, and I mean, we love like Canadian shows like Downton Abbey and Heartland and things like that. So she will get that, and she will she will like it, and she will understand. She might not understand all the things about the junk journal, but she'll understand that. Here's some more, another sheet out of that Encyclopedia of Roses. That's not the English garden that I was thinking. So I just put this vintage doily piece and just some of that pink leaf trim from Hobby Lobby, and stitched a pocket on. Oh, and put this little piece of fabric, I think it was from I don't know, Ruby and Pearl or Moonside Polar 1. I can't remember. But I remember that night I went ahead and put that on here. And this little girl handing her mom flowers. And then I made a, this was from Uniquely Ella. I told her I wanted some pinks and greens for this journal. All of these little pieces. So I just did a flip here and put stamp today is the day. This journal grew and grew and grew and grew. It was supposed to be just simple and then it grew. So I did just the double pocket here and just these little tags. And they're the same. I don't think I stamped on those. I'll let her. I want to do the things, but you know, I have to leave it. So I loved how these colors blended. Everything just seemed to fall just right into place. And here's a sheet of paper, you know what I'm saying, about pennies. And I assume that's a penny, I'm not sure, but I just stitched that down. And then I put his eyes on the sparrow here. The hand that was wounded for me. Stamped Rejoice and another succulent stamp. Here's the other thing I made when I was playing the other night with my little birthday package. I put a little piece of that wallpaper here, a little piece of fabric here, and then a little piece of that embossed paper there. And it was on, I had bought one time this book, it's by Illustrated, I think it's by Illustrated, I can't remember. You can order it from Illustrated Faith, but it just has different, you know, devotions in it and things. It's like a magazine. But anyways, it has prayer cards you can, Dayspring, there you go. It had a ton of prayer cards you can tear out and put in. So anyways, I just put this one, Let's Rejoice and Pray Without Ceasing. I'm praying for you and I hope you'll keep praying for me. Then it has 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18. And then I just folded everything over on the back and stitched it. And it says, any concern that is too small to be turned into a prayer is too small to be made into a burden. And then I put steadfastness here and some more of that sorry here. Here's the other side of that little cottage bedroom. And then this is the part that I wanted to keep. The reason I extended that page was where it has all the greens and whites and the gardening shed type thing. So some lace there, and here's some beautiful lace that I took just a little bit of, and stitched that here. And here's two little girls with their umbrellas and their boots, their galoshes. I love that. That's so cute. And I just put some extra paper clips down in there. Choose joy there. I believe who you say I am. I love this. That looks like my little niece's face when she was that age. She's always so excited. And then I put this glassine bag over this end to hold this sorry ribbon down. I meant seam binding down for the closure. And I mean, usually I put it across and I just didn't. And so to cover it up, I just put cheesecloth, this little piece of, you know, embroidery piece and a Tim Holtz die cut to cover up all the glue. And then I just put a fun little guest check there. And so there's the back. I'm so in love with this, y'all. And this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is why I started making journals, was to make prayer journals. And that's what kicked off my business back in March, was those fairy garden themed prayer journals. So I will be definitely making more of these type of journals this year. I'm excited. So thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a very Merry Christmas. I don't know when this will go up, if I'll wait till before. I'm trying to film a little bit so I can just upload things throughout the holidays. So, and I'll continue working in my December daily, at least one video a day, probably throughout the new year, and that way, and then something maybe that's not Christmas, also. So maybe, hopefully, that'll give everyone something to watch. Y'all have a very, very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.